Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Sonic Love. So in today's video, we're going to be unboxing and checking out the newest version from our good friends from China, Anbernic, with the RG405M. This is another handheld in the T618 series that is now got a metal case. I do like the heavier metal case shells, so it'll be interesting to see what this like. We also know what the performance is going to be, so I will give it a quick overview of gameplay on all the different systems. But the one thing that I was really interested about this handheld is the unique screen itself. So without further ado, let's do the unboxing and check out and see what the RG405M is all about. So the box itself is very slim, quite long, no bells and whistles. It comes with a nice foamy protector. I did go for the black version. There is two. There's like a greeny grey colour, I believe, which looks nice, but I do prefer a black console or a white console. Nice. For starters, I do like the incredibly thin bezels that go right the way around the unit. There is a little bit of hefty weight to it also, and just getting it in the hand straight away. We have the good old Anbernic D-pad, renowned for being absolutely incredible, and I have no doubt that this will be the same. Whole stick sensor switch style analogs. Yeah, so you won't get any drift or anything, but they seem very, very nice. Nicely level with the system itself, which is always nice. At the bottom, we have firing down dual speakers, TF card slot, 3.5mm headphone jack. Let me know if you prefer the jack at the bottom or the top. I'm personally a fan at the top because I do like to rest the systems on my belly as I'm playing them when I'm lying down mostly. We do have start and select, very clicky, quite loud, unfortunately. Home button, also, again, very, very loud. We have the ABXY. It does come in as very, very shiny. I don't know if you can see that. They've got a nice bit of chunk to them. Very close together, mind you. I suppose that's not bad when gaming, but they feel nice. Nice press. When you press down, it doesn't go below the system, so there is a very nice response to them. On the top, we have volume, USB and DC, our triggers. I know some people like them stacked, and it doesn't really bother me which way they are. I do find this quite comfortable to play. There is a different height, so you can indicate which one is which with the hand. On the back, we have our usual logo. I do prefer logos on the back and not the front. We have a grip, always in the wrong place, but it's a nice touch and addition, and it makes it look quite unique in my opinion. The shell itself is really robust. It feels really, really premium and sturdy in the hand, as all Anbernic products do. So far, my first impressions, it looks really nice. I like the rounded edge. It makes it quite comfortable in the hand. So far, so good. In the box, we have our usual SD card, wipes, toilet paper, and a screen protector. We have a charger cable in here to charge it. I will leave some specifications here to check out what's inside this bad boy, but I'm sure a lot of you and all of you know what's inside. But yeah, it is quite weighty, so just let me get some other devices with the same chipset just to show you the different styles that you can get with this. So here we have the X18S, which is more of a clamshell design. But there we have a size comparison if you want to see a screen comparison. And as you can see, the X18S has a larger screen. also with the same chipset. We have the Retroid Pocket Flip, which has just been newly released. I do have a video on that. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check this one out, or any of the T618 chipset. Another size of the screen comparison. The size of the unit itself. The Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. Also a size comparison. As you can see, coming in considerably larger. A few other systems. This is the 35XX. Another system with the same chipset is the 505. Again, much larger. Very surprised at just how small this unit is, but with the bezels being so thin and the screen being not a 3.5 inch, it really does stand out and it makes it look really nice, in my opinion. Lastly, we'll check it against the Odin Pro. As you can see, there is a considerable difference in size. So when turning the unit on, you're greeted with a language screen, and you can change to English or Chinese. The screen is quite reflective, as you can see. Some nice jingles. I will turn the brightness down. So it is easier to... So when you pull the screen down, you can see that we have the internet, Bluetooth. We have gaming mode, which is the Retroid Pocket front end. We have auto mode, which is a gaming mode, which is high mode on, or auto mode, or high on. I always put it on high on. You can swap the differences between the button orientation, Xbox or Nintendo style. If we go into the launcher itself, we just turn it on and simply just, and we're straight into the front end from Anbernic, which is really nice in my opinion. Very easy to set up. The screen itself is really nice, very, very sharp, very, very crisp, really bright as well. Viewing angles. It is OCA laminated, but it looks really crisp. So the uniqueness of this screen is if you like to play a lot of the retro style handhelds, so more like the Super Nintendo, Dreamcast, N64, it really utilizes this screen. It does look bigger than what it actually is due to the bezels being so small and the sides of the unit itself being so small and the handheld being the size it is. It really does make that screen look a lot bigger than what it is, so it's really nice in my opinion. So if we press the select button, it gives us a bunch of options. You can change the theme style. Let's change that now. So it's pretty nice going through all the decades. Personally, I prefer theme 1. But you can also change the style of the theme. So we can go to default. Which is quite nice with a shadow over the name of the system itself. We can try style 1, which is quite nice. We can try style 2, showing you all the different systems. And style 3. As we know, it is a Android, so if you do like the Bottasera Emulation style, then this is for you. Then you just use this front end. There will be custom firmwares coming out shortly, which is also nice to see. So we just pull the menu down at the top and exit out of the game mode, which will bring us back to Android. It does come with Google Play, which is really, really good. You can use this as a streaming device, but personally, I wouldn't really want to do that on a handheld like this. I do think that the screen is too small and it's just not comfortable. Maybe there's some indie games that you wish to stream across, then maybe that will be more prevalent to this system. Here we have the standalone emulators with the front end from Anbernic. Any changes and settings that you change here will automatically be then changed in the front end also. So let's jump into some emulation and I'll give my final thoughts on the RG405M. So let's start off with the smaller systems and then work our way up to the high end. So let's kick things off with some NES. Let's go with some Double Dragon. This is where it really does shine on this handheld compared to the 16:9 aspect ratio. And as you can see, it looks really nice. The sound itself is really crisp and sharp, sounds really nice. Controls are nice, analog feels good. D-pad is responsive, buttons feel nice. They are glossy, but it doesn't seem to be making any difference really. Let's try. Yeah, the screen is delicious. Lovely screen. Really does make a massive difference with the layout for the older systems. What a game. Again, analog feels nice. You little swines. Again, D-pad is really responsive. Again, double tap. Check out some PC Engine. Go with some Splatterhouse. Let's go with some CPS1, Crude Buster. Some Mega Drive, Streets of Rage. Always the wrong button. Also an absolute classic. Go with some Street Fighter on Game Boy. You can change the colorization in the right trigger. There's many to try out. Let's check out some Neo Geo. Go with some Batman Returns on SNES. Check out some Sega Saturn.
Round one, fight.
11. Bison kicked my ass.
Round two, fight.
Some PS1. Go with Tekken 3. Again, you can upscale and it looks absolutely gorgeous on here.
Round one, fight.
N64, Legend of Zelda. So you're not going to have any issues with N64, and as you can see, it looks absolutely stunning on here. Controls are lovely. And it really does utilise the screen and look fantastic.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
Button to do a somersault. This comes in handy when you want to break the wooden container.
Neo Contra on PS2. As we know, you wouldn't get this for PS2 games, but there is still a large number of PS2 games that do work, and work really well. See it as a bonus. So games like Game Boy Advance, you are going to have a little bit of a border. You can change it in the options for full screen if you want to keep the same aspect ratio. You literally will have borders, but they're not that big. Likewise with PSP. But still looks fantastic and plays amazing. I know I keep banging on about the screen, but the screen looks really nice. The colours pop so much. So God of War, no problem at 1X. And on here, it still looks good. Whether you want it stretched or not is entirely up to you. If you don't like borders. Let's go with some Wind Waker for GameCube. As I say, see these systems as the higher end systems as a bonus, guys, but there's still quite a few that are more than playable. And as you can see on here with the aspect ratio, it looks really, really good. Likewise with 3DS, there are some games that play. Like Rune Factory 4 plays really well. I have got both screens on, but it is an easy fix to take both off or swap them around. You can just go to custom layout. You can totally move the screen away. Make the screen a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. But again, I wouldn't purposely go out and get it just for 3DS. But as I say, there is a lot of games that do play at 60 frames per second and look great. So if you want to get your Android fix, it is going to be a bit funny with some games, with the orientation. But you can see that they've accommodated it really nice on here, the border. So that's cool. So Alien Isolation worked, Genshin Impact worked, so yeah, you're not going to have any issues. Okay, so my first impressions is I'm really impressed with it. I really like the form factor and I'm really loving the screen. Now I know for 16:9 aspect ratios it does have borders, and also you know, you're just going to have to live with that, with the limitations that you have with having the aspect ratio of the screen. But the screen itself is gorgeous. The controls are really nice. I think that it plays very well. The analog sticks are nice, the D-pad's nice, the sound has got really good quality. The build itself is immaculate, you know, it's an Anbernic product, it's solid, it's robust. It is a bit heavy, mind, but as my first impressions go, I'm very impressed with it. Do I think it's a little bit expensive for what you get? Yes, I do. And do we have plenty more options out there? Yes, we have. So really it's a case of your individual choice and style of what you want out of the handhelds. So whether you want a clamshell, whether you want landscape, or you are waiting for a vertical version of the T6, RG505M. Let me know in the comments, would you want a vertical version of this, maybe? So anyway, that's what I think. I think it's great. I think it's well worth an option. I think you've got really great performance right the way up to PSP, and then afterwards then is just a bonus. But yeah, love to know your thoughts on the RG405M. I'm impressed, as I said. If you want to see more, if there's anything you wish to see on this, whether it be a series of gameplay of specific systems, then let me know in the comments. I will be doing comparisons between all the T618 systems. So if you want to see that, then please consider subscribing, hitting the bell notification so I know that you like this video. And as always, guys, take care.